Hey there, this is a contest video from, actually for BluRayJoker221. If you haven't checked out BluRayJoker221 or the contest I just got going on right now, it's a very cool contest. So I'm going to leave the link in the description box down below. And one, hi there Evan, and congratulations on getting the 50 subs. When I hit my first 50 subs, it was a huge milestone, and trust me, things keep going and rolling and getting even more from there and there. And I'm going to enter this contest, and it's late and I'm tired, so if I ramble a bit, I apologize. But the first question you asked is my favorite animated movie. Well, there's two, one that's in my collection, one that's not, so hopefully you'll accept that. But my favorite animated movie that I do own is actually this one here, Fantasia. I love Disney. Absolutely love animation. I'm a big fan of music and music and animation used well together. This was just an incredible one for me. I did love Fantasia 2000 as well, but Fantasia was just amazing. I love The Sorcerer's Apprentice. I'm a huge Mickey Mouse fan. I love the way this was just put together. This has to be one of my favorites, and I go back and I watch it a lot because it's just so beautiful and so gorgeous. It really is as timeless as they claim it is. The Night on Bald Mountain scared the crap out of me when I was younger, and it was just such good, menacing, very cool animation. And I hadn't really realized. I've been watching Looney Tunes since I was very young, and I guess I didn't realize that Looney Tunes was actually using all this classical music and opera and stuff like that. And it wasn't until really heighten the cartoon. So when I saw it in Fantasia with this fantastic artwork, I was like, this is incredible. And the one that I don't have, but that's on my list, Pinocchio. Pinocchio is one that I got to pick up on Blu-ray one of these days. It is an amazing film. It has some of the best animation I've ever seen Disney do, and those are just two of my favorite animation films of all time. Question number 2. Who's my favorite actor or actress? Well, I got a lot, but honestly, one of my favorites has to be, I want to say one or two people, but I'm going to say the gentleman himself, Boris Karloff. I grew up watching a lot of the old Universal horror films. Probably some of the first things I ever saw was Universal horror, and Frankenstein, and then to see him go on and play other characters and roles that were so different. And Frankenstein did kind of scare me as a kid. It's still not like the scariest movie now, but back then in the day, when I was really young and it's like middle of the night type thing, and I'm up late watching CBC late night because that was the only channel that we got in my area at the time. They'd show all these Universal horror movies, and Boris Karloff just really, he was doing a ton of them. He did The Black Room, The Raven, The Black Cat, just such incredible stuff. I love Bela Lugosi too, and of course Vincent Price, which was one of the masters. But one of the first ones that I really noticed, that really caught my attention, really caught my eye, was the gentleman horror actor himself, Boris Karloff. And I could have listed a half dozen names, but his one that came to mind, probably because I just finished collecting Boris Karloff stuff recently. I collected all his films, and I finally got his Icons of Horror box set, and I was very, very excited about it. So Boris Karloff is definitely one of my favorite, if not one of my top actors of all time. Now, what do I like about your channel and my favorite movie ever and why? Well, the channel is fairly new, and I've loved the videos. I love the fact that you don't really have videos. You comment on other people's videos. You're active in the YouTube community, and I look forward to see your videos, see where you keep going, and the fact that you love your films, you're passionate about the stuff you do, and that's big with me. If you watch my channel, then you know for sure that passion is key to making awesome videos here on YouTube, and you are doing that. My favorite movie of all time? Oh my God. I have so many favorite movies of all time that it is like picking from my children. But what is my favorite movie of all time? That's a good question. one of the most influential movies in my life, and I guess one of my favorites, so I'm going to say this one right now, was Halloween, the original John Carpenter 1978 film. I saw it God, when I was young, but what I remember seeing it more so was when I watched it on TV, and actually on a Halloween time. I think it was on ABC or one of the channels like that, and they had like an extended cut of the movie because they couldn't show. Well, there wasn't too much to be taken, but there was certain things that had to be taken for network television. So they had extended scenes. So it was scenes that I hadn't seen before that were in the theater. And I was like, the music. I was like late at night, and late for me back then. And the music was like, they had the TV turned up pretty loud. The music was loud. The John Carpenter score was playing. The house was completely black, and it comes to the scene where where he's like trying to get into the closet, and I am petrified. Breathe a sigh of relief, and gets to the point where he does that thing where he kind of comes up. Yeah, got me again. And it made me really like look at how movies were were being done. I've always been interested in film. Movies like Citizen Kane and stuff that made me look at camera work and stuff like that. But I think more than any other film, this was the movie that really made me notice the score of a film and how important that could be, because the music was such an integral and key part to it, and the way that the film was framed and shot, that I really started to pick apart certain things. Like some people saw Psycho. There's an entire book that's on just the shower scene of Psycho, just like shot for shot, just to see how masterful it's done. Well, I felt the same way about Halloween. The way that the film was shot, the scene where not Annie, but Annie, when Annie Brackett is talking on the phone, and we see her go back and forth of that door, and Myers kind of comes in and out of view until he kind of smashes the potted plant. Things like that, just little touches that were just such brilliance that made me disappointed when I watched the remakes. But Halloween is probably one of, if not my favorite films of all time, and that's why when the box set was announced, I pre-ordered on Amazon the day of the announcement, and that's one of my favorite films of all time. So guys, if you haven't checked out Blu-ray Joker, do so. Oh, 221, I let's forget the thing in the end, right? BluRayJoker221, it's going to be down below. I'm going to link you guys to the contest video. Check it out. Give them a sub. Give them a shout out, and check out the contest video, and enter the contest. It's always cool to see people in the community, just doing something different and giving back. And you've been doing a great job with that. I always look forward to comments and stuff by you on my videos, and keep rocking it. For me right now, I rambled a bit because it's late at night, and I said I didn't want to wait till tomorrow to do the video. I wanted to get everything done today. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night. And for me right now, because I'm so frizzled and I've got to do a bunch of term papers tomorrow, probably won't see me on here, but tonight it's time for tea.